How to get rid of mucus in the lungs. When we get sick and fail to properly treat the problem, we oftentimes end up with mucus that starts to build up in our lungs, causing congestion, coughing, respiratory problems, pain, etc. In this article, we'll explain how you can prevent and get rid of mucus in the lungs with all natural homemade remedies. Soften up mucus. The first step to getting rid of these is to soften it up, because the harder the mucus is, the more difficult it is for it to leave your body. The best way to do this is to inhale vapors from boiling medicinal plants. How do I do it? In a pot, boil 2 liters of water and a few medicinal herbs. We especially recommend pine, thyme, rosemary, eucalyptus, chamomile and oregano. Some herb shops sell pre-packaged mixes for this type of treatment. After the mixture has boiled for between 5 and 10 minutes, you will start to see an aromatic vapor coming off of the water. Take the pot off of the stove and place it in front of you. Cover your head with a towel and hover your face over the pot, making sure not to burn yourself with too much vapor. Inhale deeply through the nose, pressing down on one nostril and breathing through the other, and vice versa. Also breathe through the mouth. You can do this several times per day. Liquefy the mucus. It is crucial that the mucus become as thinned out and watery as possible so that your body can discharge it more easily. There are a number of natural ways to achieve this. Drinking vegetable broths, onion, leek, cabbage, garlic, carrot, turnip and celery. Drinking thyme and eucalyptus teas between meals. Avoid foods that create even more mucus, such as flour and dairy products. It is much healthier to drink plant-based beverages and eat dextrin bread while you are suffering from mucus in the lungs. Drink at least 2 liters of water per day between meals. Mobilize and cough up mucus. Once you have softened up and liquefied the mucus, you will still have to help it leave your body naturally. The easiest way to do this is by having someone lightly pound on your back. They should use the base of their hand to continuously hit the upper part of your back. This will help the mucus break away from the lungs and bronchial tubes. This massage is especially effective for children. For older people or people who suffer from weak bones, you should be careful not to exert too much pressure. Take care of your intestines. Your intestines are closely related to what goes on in your lungs, so you should also keep them in mind when it comes to treating any lung problems, especially if you want to treat the cause and prevent it from coming back. Mucus in the lungs can also be the result of poor digestion of certain foods. That's why, when children eat foods that they cannot yet digest, such as refined flour, they tend to suffer from mucus in the lungs. An onion next to your bed. There is another homemade remedy that you can try when you first start to feel the mucus forming in your lungs, before it really settles in. All you have to do is cut an onion in half and leave it on a nightstand beside your bed all night long. As you sleep, you will breathe in the components found in onions, which will clean out your respiratory system. You should change the onion each night. If your mucus is very thick, this remedy may not work. Suction cups. We'll discuss one more remedy which used to be done with glass yogurt cups, and which today has become a more professional treatment. This technique is an ancient therapeutic method developed by traditional Chinese medicine. It requires using little glass cups that suction to the body, thus pulling up the skin and part of the muscle, opening up the pores and moving around blood and lymphatic circulation. With this treatment, patients are able to create good inflammation that decongests the organs, in this case, the lungs. Place one suction cup on either side of your lungs, between the shoulder blade and the spine. Leave it there for about 10 minutes. You may end up with circular red marks afterwards, but they will gradually disappear. You can buy suction cups and do this at home, or choose to go to a professional.